A little over a month ago, I accidentally turned 1,200 bucks into a little more than $300,000 with a meme coin. And now I've effectively spent $2 million doubling down on this meme coin. Let me explain. A little less than 2 months ago, I was minding my own business when I got a text from my friend Jesse. He also makes crypto videos on YouTube, and we periodically send each other interesting opportunities and projects.
I'm on a streak with you. So every once in a while I text Andy and I say, hey, check out this project. And
Jesse's
so
made me
far,
some money.
I haven't missed so far.
So when I get a text, I want to check it out. And this most recent time, he sent me a meme coin. Now, I'm not a meme coin guy, and he's not a meme coin guy. So this just increased the intrigue. This meme coin was on a site called wen.markets. This is a fair launchpad site for tokens. If you're familiar with pump.fun or other such platforms, you'll instantly understand wen.markets. Is it wen.markets? Or wen.markets. Anyone can launch a token. The token contract and liquidity are locked up, so no one controls the token or the liquidity. So you can't be rugged by a dev, at least in the traditional sense. And I just used the word rug and traditional in the same sentence. What have I become? Anyway, I was not aware of such platforms, but it was easy enough for me to understand. And I was looking at a token called Goon. Apparently, lots of folks in the Polygon community call themselves Polygoons. And that's where this token's name came from. This was all news to me at the time. But that's really as far as I looked into it. I just thought it would be fun to get into a meme coin because a friend of mine was getting into it as well.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
And again, I'm not a meme coin guy. I don't really follow the space. So I connected a MetaMask wallet to wen.markets, and I had about 1,200 bucks in Matic in that wallet, and I used that to buy Goon. And as I always do, I immediately posted my purchase in my community Sleep Money Club. I post everything I buy and sell in the club. I gave a little context as to why I was buying it, and some of our members also jumped in super early. And then I promptly forgot about it and moved on with my day. Well, what happened next was pretty wild. On wen.markets, if a token hits a certain amount of buys, the token will graduate to be listed on a bigger DEX. When I woke up the next day, I just checked on Goon because I just bought it the other day and I was curious, and I realized that it had graduated and was trading on QuickSwap. In fact, I think it's the first ever token to graduate from the platform. And I also realized that it was at a $200,000 plus market cap now. So my $1,200 investment was now worth $6,000. And I do realize that I am saying investment here, but let's be super clear. This is a gamble. You can make calculated gambles, but when it comes to meme coins, it's a gamble. So fast forward to the next day of this Goon journey, and I woke up to see that Goon's market cap was hitting over $800,000, and now my tokens were worth over 24,000 bucks. And then the story was on repeat. It just kept going up in price every day over the course of those next 10 days. At its peak, Goon hit a $9.3 million market cap, and my initial $1,200 was now worth just over $300,000. And of course, this was very surreal and wild to experience. So I sold all my tokens and cashed out $300,000, right? Right, Andy? Please? Right? Yes? You did that?
I'm so sad. I'm so... Oh.
Well, no, not so fast, because there is a bit more to all of this than meets the eye. Looks can be deceiving. My more than $300,000 worth of Goon was only worth that on paper. And what do I mean by that? Well, if I had tried to cash out all of those tokens at once, I would have only been able to cash out maybe a third of that, best case scenario, but more likely 1/4 or so. And I would have also crashed the price instantly. And that was simply because of the liquidity that was available. And if you don't understand crypto liquidity, think about it like this. Liquidity just means how much is available to trade. For a swap website like a decentralized exchange or DEX, you need some tokens available for these swaps to happen. Otherwise, you'd have to wait until someone else is ready to buy or sell when you wanted to do whatever the opposite was. So instead of that, there is basically a big pool of tokens ready to handle these swaps. And this pool can grow and shrink in size. For example, if I have $1,000 worth of a token, but the liquidity pool only holds $100 worth of tokens, then I can only swap out a maximum of $100. And this is a super oversimplification, but what you need to know here is that when my tokens climbed to over $300,000 in value, there wasn't enough liquidity available for me to cash it all out, even if I wanted to. But there is another massive reason I didn't cash it out, or even cash some of it out. And yes, that is correct. I still hold all of my goon. Well, almost all of my goon. I did something with some of it, which I will tell you about in a second. What I currently hold today is worth about $120,000. And goon is at about a $3 to $4 million market cap right now. And while all this pumping madness was happening to the price, a Telegram group for Goon, for the Goon community, was created and started growing as new holders joined the party. And just as an FYI, Goon is 100% owned by the community. Since there is no owner of the token and there is no team, the people in the Telegram started to help out doing various tasks. And I was watching this community rally around this token, and it was pretty cool. Now, I have not been in a ton of meme coin communities, but right off the bat, I would say that this one seemed different. And this community has been super dead set on growing this token. They have taken on jobs and roles to get stuff done. But they also started rallying around this idea of 1 billion or death, which does sound a little bit ominous. They want to put out so much content around Goon, do so many raids on social media, and actually add value and education to the Polygon ecosystem and community at large, that they could get 1 billion views across all of Goon. And maybe, just maybe, get Goon to a $1 billion market cap or more, which as of today would be almost a 300x from here. You know, no big deal. Just a little 300x. And the question is, could it actually get there? Well, yeah, sure. Crazier things have happened in crypto, but is that a guarantee? And the answer to that is absolutely not.
How about no?
All of crypto is risky, and meme coins are even riskier than that. But if Goon did hit $1 billion market cap, something crazy would happen. The community set up what they call the 1 billion or death fund. This is an address that's locked behind a multi-sig where people have been sending their Goon tokens. And if Goon hits $1 billion in market cap, these tokens will be burned. And as of right now, 11% of the entire Goon supply is locked there, meaning that if Goon hits the $1 billion in market cap, $110 million worth of Goon will get burned forever. Forever. Then there would be even less in circulation, potentially making all the remaining tokens much more valuable. And a reminder, right now Goon is very, very small, only a $3 to $4 million market cap. And if they did hit a $1 billion market cap, that would be a 294x from here, meaning $500 in Goon today would turn into $147,000, which would be pure insanity. And that's a long shot, but you can see why this opportunity excited me. And honestly, I'd be happy with even 1/10 of that. So for these reasons and a bunch of other ones, I'm holding all my tokens.
I'm not leaving.
I want to see how far this thing can go. I think it has something special going on, and I want to be a part of it. So because of that, I did a few things. I sent 1 million Goon tokens to the Billionaire Death Fund, and these would get burned forever if Goon hits that magical market cap. And I sent 1 million Goon tokens to their liquidity fund, where they're building a plan to incentivize people to add liquidity, which is absolutely crucial if it's going to get real traction in the future. If you can't buy or sell a token without crazy spiking the price, well, then you won't attract as many new people, at least very quickly. So if Goon were to hit $1 billion market cap, that's effectively $2 million I gave up in doing this. So it's a big bet and maybe a little crazy that I did that. I don't know. So aside from seeing something special here, why do I think this has potential in the long term? Well, right now, Polygon doesn't really have a premier or go-to meme coin. With Polygon switch from the Matic to the Pole token soon, plus the launch of their ag layer, which could completely change how tokens interact and have shared liquidity. There is likely to be a fair amount of hype around Polygon in the future. And when a chain gets hype and appreciates in price, people will naturally look at what else is going on that chain to get kind of a piece of the action. Well, I'm hoping that when that happens, Goon will be ready and waiting. We've already seen this exact thing happen with chains like Solana, which had a crazy meme season after Solana pumped a bunch in price. But I do want to be crystal clear about a couple of things though. Number one, I have no idea who created Goon, and I'm not officially part of Goon in any way other than being a holder and community member. So while I'm not paid to talk about it, I do own a lot and I'm naturally biased. Number two, do not put money into Goon because I'm talking about it. And if you do see an opportunity here, do not put money into it that you need or that you don't want to lose. Meme coins are crazy risky. This video is not here to convince you to buy Goon. And number three, I think the practice of buying a crypto, making a video or posting about it online, and then immediately selling it on followers once it pumps in price is gross. So the fact that I'm making this here video you're watching, this full video about Goon, means I will not be selling any of my tokens in the short term. Long term, if it goes well, then sure. But you will not see me dumping my tokens right after the video is live. And don't believe me and want proof? Well, my wallet is pretty well known in the Goon Telegram, so go look for yourself. And I'm not alone in this long-term view of holding the tokens. All the whale addresses for Goon are on board for the future success of the token. So then why am I making a video about this? Well, I think it's a fun story. It's an interesting story that you can maybe glean some lessons from. Stuff like this happens in crypto, and it could happen to you if you find the right opportunity. But really, I think that this opportunity isn't over. This could definitely not work out. Goon could only go down from here, and it never hits the targets that I hope it does. That's the risk of crypto. However, if it does, it could be a massive opportunity. So I think it's worth me thinking long-term about this. If you do have some interest in this, don't just go out and buy it. Join the Telegram. I'll link it down in the description, and check out the community itself. Or jump on Twitter and join one of the many Twitter spaces that the Goon community is taking part in, because the community is doing a lot right now. And behind the scenes, there has been a bunch of conversations with the team at QuickSwap and with Polygon directly about getting grants and so much more. The fact that Goon is less than a $4 million market cap in a world where meme coins like Sheep have a $10 billion market cap, or Doge with a $20 billion market cap, tells me that if, and yes, that's a very big if, Goon were to do all the right things at the right time, it would be a pretty incredible ride. But who knows though? Maybe meme coins aren't quite your appetite. Well, watch this video about a real world utility deep in crypto project that is also super early that I'm really bullish on. Goon buy.